Hi, good morning everyone. This is Faye Eileen Bohol and today we're going to discuss about the different literary devices used in a certain essay. Before anything else, let's have a short meaning first about what is literary devices, okay? So, literary devices are tools that writers use to enhance their writing and convey meaning beyond the literal interpretation of the words. They also add depth, imagery, and emotion to a piece of literature, making it more engaging and impactful for the reader. So you know what is literary devices already, okay? So now let's move on to what is an essay. So an essay is a piece of writing that is written to convince someone or something or simply inform a reader for a particular topic. And in order for the reader to be convinced or adequately informed, the essay must include several important components to make it flow in a logical way. So that is literary devices all about, and that is an essay all about. So the title of our essay today is all about The Extra Bed by Carmen Guerrero Nakpil. So before anything else, let's have a short biography first about the author. So Carmen Guerrero Nakpil, she was born in Ermita, Manila on July 19, 1922 into the Guerrero clan of that town who were painters and poets as well as scientists and doctors. So her paternal father, grandfather, was Leon Maria Guerrero, whose life was born in Ermita, Manila, and he was the younger brother of Lorenzo Guerrero, the painter and mentor to Juan Luna. Dr. Jose P. Bantog referred to Leon Maria Guerrero as the father of Philippine botany, having classified and described hundreds of Filipino medicinal plants. So you might wonder yung why uh, Carmen Guerrero Nakpil entitled the essay The Extra Bed. So it was taken from a book of A Question of Identity. It is written and by reading up on the method of Nakpil's writing for different newspapers and knowing that the essay was published in a year where the number of hospitals increased and one would understand why Carmen Guerrero Nakpil would choose topic concerning the Filipinos' lifestyles whenever they visit a loved one. So without knowing enough information about the author, one may infer different meanings from the title. So, the extra bed. One might think that the title extra bed could be referring to extra beds in a room so that the customer would not need to order another room. So one might also think that the topic is about how Filipinos showed their hospitality by sleeping on an extra bed and offering their beds for guests. Because of this, our reader must have a little knowledge about the author's background. The one starts trying to understand the essay fully. Now let's move on to its summary. So the Extra Bed by Carmen Guerrero Nakpil is a short story that explores themes of family dynamics, societal expectations, and complexities of Filipino culture. This is a great essay, right? It's all about the hospitality of a Filipino, and the narrative centers around the protagonist's struggle with the decision to take in a distant relative who comes to Manila seeking help. So as the relatives stay prolongs, tensions rise within the household, exposing underlying tensions and resentments. So the story ultimately reflects on the sacrifices individuals make for family as well as the clash between tradition and modernity in Filipino society. So now we are done about the summary of the extra bed. Now let's proceed to the literary devices used in this certain essay. So, the extra bed that was written by Carmen Nakpil is a poignant narrative that delves into the themes of love, loss, and mortality through the lens of a hospital setting. So Nakpil masterfully employs various literary devices to enhance the storytelling and evoke a range of emotions in a reader. So the first literary devices used in this essay is that I found the imagery. So it plays a crucial role in the story, and as Nakpil utilizes the vivid descriptions to paint the vivid picture of the hospital room and the extra bed, creating a sense of atmosphere and setting that immerses the reader in the narrative. So the next one is the symbolism. So the symbolism of the extra bed as a representation of illness and mortality adds depth to the story, as it serves as a constant reminder of the impending loss and the emotional turmoil it brings. The next one is the metaphors. So, such as likening the extra bed to a huge yawning cage. It highlights the sense of confinement and helplessness experienced by the characters to face the illness and death. So, next one is the personification. Personifying the extra bed adds to its ominous presence in the story as it takes on a malevolent air and becomes as impersonal as a pitiless judge, further emphasizing the emotional weight of the situation. The next literary devices used is the irony. So the irony of the contrast between the beauty of the natural world outside the hospital room and somber atmosphere within underscores the stark reality of mortality and fragility of life. So the sixth one is the foreshadowing. So Nakpil prepares the reader for the inevitable loss, building tension and anticipation throughout the narrative. Next one is the repetition. So repetition is used to strategically emphasize key themes and emotions, while dialogue is used to serve to develop characters and relationships, providing insight into their personalities and motivation. And the next one is symbolism. Yeah, we're done with symbolism. It's just a typo. The next one would be characterization. Characterization. I mean dialogue. So dialogue is the conversation between characters in a story. So Nakpil uses dialogue to develop personalities, advance the plot, and reveal insights about relationship conflicts. Through the characters' interactions, readers gain a deeper understanding of their motivations, values, and emotions. Dialogue can also drive the narrative forward by providing information, sparking conflict, or resolving tension. Next is the characterization. So characterization involves the methods used by an author to develop characters in a story. So Nakpil employs descriptions, actions, and dialogue to reveal the personalities, motivations, and relationships of her characters. So through these techniques, readers gain insight into their characters' identities and understand how they contribute to the overall narrative. So next is the flashback. So flashback is a literary device that involves interrupting the present narrative to depict events that occurred in the past. So Nakpil may use flashback techniques in the extra bed to provide background information or to explore past events that are relevant to the current narrative. So by incorporating flashbacks, Nakpil deepens the story complexity and offers readers as a deeper understanding of the characters and their experience. We're done about the flashback, and let's move on to the tone of the essay. So the tone of the essay was somber and effective, conveying the weight of the narrator's emotions and the gravity of the situation. So last but not the least, the theme. Theme is a very important literary devices that was going to be used in a certain essay or a story or even a poem. So theme, it refers to the central idea or message of a story. So in the extra bed, Nakpil may explore universal themes such as love, family, identity, or cultural values. Through the narrative, Nakpil offers insights and reflections on these themes, allowing readers to contemplate their own experience and perspectives. Themes add depth and richness to the story, providing a framework for understanding its broader significance. Overall, The Extra Bed is a powerful exploration of the human experience in the face of death, skillfully crafted by Nakpil through the use of various literary devices to convey a range of emotions and themes. And now we're done about the literary devices used in the essay entitled The Extra Bed by Carmen Guerrero Nakpil. But before I end my video lecture for today, I want to leave you a quote that the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fail. This quote was written by Nelson Mandela. I hope you learned for today's video lecture, and I guess it's goodbye. Thank you for your attention.